If you're someone with a dream, with a goal, with a want to do something different, I'm here to tell you that it's not gonna always be easy, right? But I'm also here to tell you to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep seeing it, even when it's hard. Like there's gonna be some days, man. I've had days where you start to wonder, like, is this ever gonna happen, right? Is this even worth it? You're gonna have days where no one believes in you. Hell, you're gonna have days when people hope you don't get it done, because if you get it done, if it happens for you, then it's proof that it can happen for them. And some people don't want the proof that it can happen for them, because it means that the excuses are no longer valid, right? So I'm here to tell you, man, don't ever stop dreaming. Don't ever stop pushing. Don't ever stop believing. Don't ever, ever, ever stop thinking that it's possible for you. There was points in my life, man, many points in my life where, I just didn't know if it was gonna happen or not. You know, there's now times when I get to choose wherever I want to be. I'm on the beach here, waiting for my family to come down. We've got multiple properties across the state, or actually across not only the state but across the country as well. And when I was growing up in the Northeast on 95 Helen Street, one of the worst areas ever, there's no way you would have ever told me, but I would one day have the opportunity to pick and choose where I wanted to wake up each day, right? Where I wanted to take my family, where I wanted to enjoy life. I just couldn't see it. It was a fairy tale. The moment things started changing for me was the moment where I did a few things. The first was I made the decision. I was a total fuck up until like age 27, 28. I had my first daughter. Didn't know what I was gonna do. I was still running the streets. Thought I was gonna die in the streets, to be honest with you. Was very surprised that I had lived to the age of 27. I had terrible health, the worst health that I had ever had in my life, because I have sickle cell anemia. In my 20s, my health was the worst that it ever was. Even now that I'm 50, my health is much better than it was when I was in my 20s. I was broke. I was just angry, upset at everyone and everything. Didn't know how I was going to make it out the hood. Didn't have any direction. Didn't have anyone that I could look to, any examples. And it was just totally hopeless. And the things, like I said, that changed for me was number one, when I made the decision. One day I just got tired, man. Sometimes you just have to get tired of where you currently are at. And I said, this is not going to be where I end up. Where I'm at right now is not going to be the end of my story. I just made the decision. But I had to get out of that environment. That I had to change my life. But I had to start doing and learning some things that I had never done and learned before. I had to get uncomfortable with the level of comfort that I was in. Because even though I was experiencing a lot of craziness, I was still comfortable with it. Right now, there's probably, and you may not want to hear this, but there's probably some things that you're experiencing right now that you don't want to experience, but there's a level of comfortness in it that allows you to remain there. Like, I had to really recognize that and say, hey, Ty, you're so comfortable with being in this position. You got to switch it up, man. You got to get around some different people. I had to get around some different people because the environment that I was in was really reinforcing the craziness that I was living. The things that I was doing were not pushing me forward. What I was willing to learn at that point and do at that point was not pushing me forward. And I had to make some changes. So making a decision was the first thing. The decision to make some changes. The decision that this was not going to be where I ended up. The second thing was I started to write down my goals. Like, get really super religious about writing down my goals. And I'm going to tell you right now that writing down your goals alone is not going to do it for you. When you write down your goals, you have to do it with emotion. You have to do it with belief. Every single goal that you write down, every single time. Don't write them down if you're not feeling it, if you don't have that emotion, if you don't have that belief, if you don't have that strength in it. Like, I mean, emotion, I want you to think about this. Remember, it's like having sex, right? When you're having sex, there's that emotion, there's that feeling that goes into it. And if you ever had sex in a long time, I want you to think about it. The emotion, the feeling that went into it, that's the same emotion and feeling that you have to put into when you're writing out your goals, and every single one. If your goal is to make $100,000 a year, as you're writing out that goal, I will make $100,000 by January such and such and such. And in exchange for this $100,000, I am willing to do X. I'm willing to, whatever X is to you, I'm willing to put in the time. I'm willing to learn new things. I'm willing to do new things. I'm willing to become a better person. I'm willing to look at things more positively. I'm willing to become more optimistic. And in exchange for this $100,000 that I'll receive, I'm willing to give the best service. I'm willing to give the best product. I'm willing to give the best of myself. I'm willing to make my customers, my clients' lives more enjoyable. Right? So the goal, written down with enthusiasm, with emotion in it. And then what is it that you're willing to exchange for that goal, right? For achieving it. And then what is it that you're willing to become? Who are you willing to become? Right? What are you willing to do? I'm just telling you, don't give up, man. If I had given up almost 25 years now, there's a lot of things that I would have never have seen, a lot of things that my children would have never seen, a lot of things that my wife would have never seen, my mom, other family members. I wouldn't have been able to help people that I don't know. Hopefully you, I'm able to help with this video. I'm just telling you, don't give up. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. People are going to question you. People are going to make fun of you. People are going to doubt you. The closest people to you will give you the hardest fucking time. The people that are closest to you sometimes will give you the hardest damn time. That's a test. It's a test of how bad you really want it. But also, on the flip side of things, if you continue to push through and you show that you're going to do this and that you're serious about it, but people very close to you will also become your biggest advocates. I've seen it all the time. I've seen it time and time and time again. People that once doubted me now are saying, hey, Ty, show me. You open to showing me how to do this? Don't give up. Please don't give up. All right? I want you to be able to wake up and dictate how your life is going. I want you to be able to show your children that there's a different way. I want you to be able to show other people that you may not even know that there's a different way. I'm asking you not to give up. We need whatever contribution it is that you're going to give to the planet. We need you to do it. All right? So, if you got something out of this video, just let me know. Let me know below in the comments. Let me know by liking this video. Let me know by sharing this video. And let me know if you are willing to push forward. All right? We need you. Stay well.